Okay, hello everybody. Welcome to day 3 of our Facebook fast track training. Okay, I hope everyone's enjoying the videos so far and getting lots of value from them. Please note, if you're jumping on to day 3, make sure you go back and watch day 1 and day 2 and implement these, because I'm kind of creating these videos in a step-by-step process. Okay, so you don't want to jump ahead videos. You want to make sure you go back to the start, watch the video day 1 and 2, and make sure you're implementing these steps. Okay, all right, so if you are up to day 3, fantastic. Okay, I'm super excited to share with you guys some tips and techniques for posting online, because so far we've already we've talked about attraction marketing and you leading as the brand for your company and your business. And day 2 now is you've got your page all set up. It's looking beautiful. It's looking professional, and people are going to come to your page and see exactly what you're all about, okay? And they're going to want to connect with you. Okay, so day 3 now is we want to start posting things on our page, all right? So we want to be interacting with people and getting people to notice us. So then they're going to, this is where the attraction marketing comes in. You're showing up every day and posting, and they're going to get to know, like, and trust you. And that's the only way that you're going to make sales from people, by building that first. Okay, so I've actually made a presentation for this one here, and I'm also going to take you through on to my Facebook page and just show you some examples of the different posts and how I've sort of set them out on my page. All right, so let's go to the first slide. So you are in a unique position. Why is that? Because our life, our everyday life, can be our content, and you can turn any situation into good content, all right? There's always a message by everything that happens in your day, okay? So you want to use your life situations as content to touch people, all right? Even the negative, the positive, all right? You can turn everything into a story. Okay, so tip number 1, I've got a few tips and I'm going to go through these. You want to go on a little photo expedition, okay? And this means that, you might book a resort or a weekend getaway, and you're going to take lots and lots of pictures, okay? You don't need to know what you're going to do with these pictures yet. You're just collecting them. Maybe you're into art, museum, you like walking in rainforests, okay? In a city, I love graffiti work, so I love getting pictures in front of graffiti. Okay, you just want to get a collection of all of these photos, all right? So any unique places that you visit, on holidays, with family, out and about, doing stuff that you love, okay? There's no right or wrong, all right? You're just collecting these photos and then putting them into one place where you can draw inspiration from them later on and to post, okay? So you don't need to think of a post first and then go out and take a photo for that post. You're doing it around the other way, all right? So you want these photos to really inspire you later on. And I've just got a really important tip down here is take time with your pictures. Make sure they're really good quality. You don't want them to be blurry and, yucky things in the background and that. So most cameras these days on your phones take very good pictures, okay? You've got your iPhones and that. I know I've got an iPhone 8 and it takes really good quality pictures, and you can play around with the settings in it and use the portrait settings and come up with some really cool pictures. So do take your time with them. Don't just take a quick photo and chuck it up, all right? Because your photos is what grabs people's attention, all right? So just spend a little bit longer getting the perfect picture. Okay, number 2, we want to write a page of super cool emotive headlines, all right? So this is where you can just brainstorm and you're going to let it all out on a piece of paper or in a scrapbook or folder, whatever you want. You want to allow yourself to be free to come up with all of these headlines, okay? You don't need to have a purpose for them just yet, all right? Just means if you're getting stuck for a post, you can come back and you can have a look at these headlines, and then you can get really creative and then begin to write content on them, depending on how you feel for that day. Okay, so have that list there handy, and I'm always building my list as well, and I can, you draw inspiration for what other people are posting too, and you're like, oh, that's a really catchy headline. I might use that, but have my own story attached to it. In your headlines too, like I like to make them bold, okay, and all in capitals so they stand out, and then have some sort of little emojis there. Red ones work the best to stop people in their tracks, because that's what you want it to do. Okay, you really want to grab people's attention first, and then you want them to read on with your story. So if you've got examples here, you could put these ones here. So I'm not going to read through them all just to keep this video short and sweet. All right, but you know, if someone said, if you put on your post, I said yes, you know, people are going to like, oh, what's happening here? And they're going to want to read on. So that's a really, really good one. So definitely use these ones if you want to, guys. I haven't copyrighted them or anything like that. So use those and come up with a list of your own. Okay, let's have a look at the types of posts now. All right, so when you're posting, you want to be mindful of the energy in which you have when you're creating your posts. So you never want to post from desperation, or you're pitching your products constantly, okay, because you're going to lose people that way, and they're not going to feel the energy in your posts. It's important to mix it up. So you might want to have some, you know, long story posts and then some shorter posts. So it's important you mix it up and you're not doing the same ones all the time, okay? Long story posts, you want to space out your sentences. So I'm going to go just find, this is my page here. You can see I've got different posts. All right, this one here, so you can see this one, I was tagged in it. It's a lady that I met in my mastermind group. And you can see she hasn't spaced out the wording on here. Okay, but then if you have a look, I'm not saying anything bad against you, Tia, if you're watching this, but you can see the difference when you come down to mine. It's just a good example, Tia, that, you know, I'm spacing out my words and my sentences. It just makes it easier to read. I know I've got a story post here. See this one? And it just means you can flow. It just flows through, and it's not a big chunk of writing, and I've got some emojis in there. Okay, and then I've got my catchy headlines, you know, when I first started my business and what I invested up front in it. So I'm telling a story here, and it's a long story. And then if you look at my picture, I've got, this is on holidays, nice picture with a nice background there of myself and my husband. Okay, so that's an example of spacing out your paragraphs, okay? Using quotes as well, so you might have some of your favorite quotes and you just might want to post them with a picture, even of yourself. I'm going to show you later on, you can do it on top of a picture, different apps that you can do that. It's nice to post just everyday family posts if you're on holidays, okay? Friends out with coffee or lunch. I went out to, I'll show you this amazing breakfast with a friend. It was only a few days back, but we went out to breakfast, and it was this amazing, colourful, beautiful breakfast. Too good to eat. Here we go. And so we just posted that, those pictures there. Okay, really simple, just going out and having a nice time. And like, we got lots of comments. There's mine, yeah. Got lots and lots of comments just on posting my food, so lots of interaction on there. So yeah, day-to-day things you're doing. I said that before, diversity, so not all the same stuff. You don't want to fill your page just with memes, just with long stories. You know, people don't often have the time to read long stories, okay? So you want to mix it up with videos, pictures, quotes, okay? You can see my page, it's all different stuff, all right? Personal development is a winner. Anything to do that you're posting with personal development is a winner these days. People want to draw inspiration, and they want to, you know, feel positive and feel good by reading your posts. Okay, so they are a big winner these days. Okay, don't share posts from other people. All right, you don't want to share those directly to your page. Okay, you want people to share yours. However, okay, those people that aren't in the industry. So don't share. You might want to take a screenshot and just mention that you're reposting it for somebody, or just drawing inspiration from that actual post. Oops. Let me go back here. All right. You don't want to dilute well-performing posts, okay? Which means if you've got a post where it's getting lots of interactions and there's lots of comments, hold off a little bit before you post your next one. Because if you post another if you put up another post after that and it doesn't do so well, it kind of drops you down in your algorithm. So if they're performing well, you're getting lots of engagement, just leave it. Okay, let it go, let it do its thing, and when you see it quietening down, then it's time to do another post. People often ask about how often do you post, and it's really totally up to you. I only do once a day, and I'm very strategic about what I put, what I write on my posts as well. So I don't just chuck anything up for the sake of it. All right, and I do think about the timing. It might be depending on the people that you've connected with. Okay, they might be a lot of people from overseas with the different time zones. So I know if I post mid-morning, okay, or late at night, that's when I get the most interaction. Okay, so it all depends up to you how many times a day you want to post and what you want to commit to. But as long as they are of value and it's not just chucking something up for the sake of it. Okay. Another idea is you can use books for inspiration. Okay, if you're really stuck and you have no idea of what to write about, what to post about, there's so much inspiration that you can get out there. So you can get books that already have quotes in them, or you can see other quotes that people have put in your news feed, and I actually tell them, I really love this quote, can I use it? And often, not like 10 out of 10 times, they'll say, yeah, for sure. Okay. You can look at book titles that you've got and use that for creativity. You know, if you're reading a book at the moment or a personal development book or something like that, when you're reading, make sure you highlight things that are quite important that you could speak about and talk about later. I've done a few posts on this, the magic book, which I read every single day. You know, you can be posting things about that and the focus for the day. Or you can just simply grab a book that you're reading, open a page up, read it, and you can get inspiration by just opening up a random page, all right? Sometimes it's best not to overthink things, but making sure once you get it, it's good quality. Okay, number 5, all right, is Facebook Lives. Now, Facebook Lives are the best for engagement on Facebook. They are loving them at the moment, okay? And if you're doing some lives, it will bring you higher in the algorithm, okay? A lot of people probably get a little bit freaked out by the fact they have to do lives, but I'll admit your first one, your second one, maybe your third are going to be pretty crap. But the only way you get better at something is by actually just getting in there and doing it. And I found, me and my husband, we started off with a challenge, and we did like a 30-day challenge of lives. And this worked really well for us, and doing it together made us more confident. And we were even more confident when we had our son on there and just being more relaxed with it. Okay, you could do like a live on one of your older posts that you did and actually bring that to life by doing a live about it, going into more detail. I was saying here about, you know, do it with your kids. You're out and about and just doing a quick live, look at this beautiful scenery, or this is where we come every weekend, you know, show them you're a real person, you know, you've got kids, you have a normal life. When people are on your live, you want to ask them questions to get them engaged and commenting. So maybe you could ask them where they're coming from. You want to say hi to them as you see them jump on and comment. So say their name, say hi, thanks for joining me, you know, ask them for likes and hearts if maybe they agree with something you're saying. I've got asked where they're from twice there. You might ask questions like, who here has an online business, or who here's got kids, you know, and so you're prompting them to interact with your live, okay? So you want to be doing this for every single live that you do, really engaging with the people that are jumping on. And if you've got really good lives planned with some good quality content, like put it out there beforehand, like an hour, telling people that you're going to be on at this time, like jump on, you can't miss this, okay? But definitely do a challenge, guys, and just get started on the lives, okay? And accept the fact that they're not going to be perfect. They don't need to be perfect. Just get in and do it. And if you mess up, like, who cares? People love that. They love to see that authenticity about you, okay? They don't like perfectionists these days. I know I don't. Okay, number 6, business posts. Okay, so obviously, you know, if you're on Facebook and that, you have a business, you know, you're going to have to do some business posts. And you want to keep it to like 1 or 2 per week and telling a little bit of story, okay, with your posts as well. So you're not pitching, showing pictures of your product, like buy this, get in quick and all that sort of rubbish, okay? you want to tell a story and you want to include kind of a bit of your backstory, you know, that line in the sand moment or the epiphany moment in your life, okay, that caused you to change or go into this company. You want to talk about pains and problems as well that people in the industry might be experiencing and how your product can help with that, okay? And at the end of all of your posts, you do want to include a call to action. So good ones are like comment I'm in, or maybe like know more. You want them to reach out to you, okay, at the end of your post. There's no point doing a business post and then not having a call to action at the end. It's a bit of a waste. Okay, so here are some topics if you did want to do a 30-day challenge, or maybe you might want to start off with like a 10-day challenge or 7. There's all different topics there that you can talk about, all right, for it could be posting, it could be lives, okay. There's heaps of things, guys. So the best way is just to jump in and do it, you know. That's the only way you get good at things, like I said. So, and just be yourself, okay? Be authentic in your lives, in your posting. So I won't go through each of these, but you can take a screenshot, or I might even put this presentation actually in my group, okay? The next one I'm going to show you about some really cool apps that you can, you know, do some really creative stuff with your pictures and branding as well. So Canva one I use quite a lot for, which I showed you guys how to use for your Facebook cover pages. That's really simple to use. You can also put pictures on there and put quotes on top of your pictures as well. And I'll show you some examples of those. And then we've got these other apps here too that are on your phone where you can edit images, create videos, yeah, the wording over the top, have them made to size for Instagram, for Facebook, etc. So yeah, just go through and check out these apps and see if, you know, that's something that you guys will find quite useful as well. With the Facebook memes, so these are the coloured ones that you will see with the, you know, the pictures on the backgrounds that you can create when you're going to publish something. So they're already done by Facebook, so that's pretty cool. Like I said before, you don't want to share other people's ones. All right, you might want to do a screenshot and then just say how I would love to use this one day. And then, you know, you might have your own colours and branding that you might have on yours, like your little logo in the corner, and just use the same colours every single time. You know, that's going to become familiar to people. The same text every time, that will come, you know, people get used to that and know straight away, oh, that belongs to this person, okay? So people will start to relate that specific colour to you, and the writing and the vibe and everything like that. Okay, so they're going to remember you, and it's about being remembered on Facebook. Okay, so you want to be popping up in people's minds all the time, even if they're not really looking at your stuff. So bright colours and backgrounds, you know, try and choose colours that aren't really Facebook colours so they stand out. Like I said before, red's a really great colour that stands out. And important thing for all posts, all lives, everything, if people comment, okay, always respond back. Never leave anyone's unanswered, even if it's just say, hey, thanks for joining me on my live, great to see you, or hey, how's your day, or do a little emoji or something like that. Never just like a comment. Like it and then respond back with your own comments, okay? This is to boost your engagement, all right? And you want them coming back to your post, and maybe you might ask even more questions to get them come back to that post and interact more with it, okay? So try and ask those questions to get another response from them. All right, so we're nearly at the end here, okay? So these was the, I was saying about Canva and those apps, okay? Where you can put your quotes in the corner, and I've got our little emojis, you put hashtag Fit Freedom Family. These were professional photos that were taken, and you can see the different shapes I can do with it on these apps, and the color in the corner to make the wording stand out. This one here, probably I would have lightened this up in the square part here to make this writing stand out, but you can see the things that you can create on these apps to make, I guess, your post really unique, okay, and to show your branding as well. So that's probably it from me today, guys. So I will post this presentation in the files section in the group for you to refer back to. But remember, if you found value from this, like make sure you comment below value. Let me know if you're watching the replay. Let me know where you're coming in from. Don't forget to go back and watch video 1 and 2 if you're just jumping in on this one here. And you know, if you know other people out there that would find value from this, like make sure you tag them in here, share them, or get them, add them into the group. Like I'm more than happy for you to bring your own people into this group to help them out as well. It's just all about making each other succeed. Okay, guys, well, good luck with your posting now. Start implementing that. And yeah, I look forward to maybe seeing some of your posts in the news feed. All right, take care, guys, and I'll see you on day 4.